welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial I did feature some Fenty Beauty makeup. I did a little mini tutorial on my Instagram, but a lot of you guys were asking for a review, so that is what I have done today. I also wanted to incorporate the products in how I create my full glam cream contour routine. Got those two elements mushed together for this creation right here. So if you want to see how I created this look, then obviously keep on watching. You know the drill. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my weekly videos. Anyway guys, on with the tutorial. So to get started with this tutorial, obviously we need to prime the skin. So I'm going to be using the YSL Toche Eclat Blur Primer, and this one is so cool. It's kind of got like gold flexes in, and this is a silicone based primer. It just helps to kind of like smooth out your skin, give it a little bit of a glow, obviously help you to keep your makeup on long. It just feels like silk on the skin. It is kind of pricey, so I use it very sparingly if I'm going to like special events and stuff, because I kind of want to keep hold of it. So now on to foundation. This is exciting because we're going to be reviewing and using Rihanna's Fenty Beauty makeup. This will be the second time I am using the products. I'm going to go in with the foundation. So I'm in the shade 240. It's a medium to full coverage, long wear, light as air. That's what it says here on the box. And also it says soft matte long wear foundation on the bottle, pro filter. When I read that and I'd seen reviews, I was like, I need to try that, because I like more of a full coverage foundation if I'm doing more of a glam look, but I still want my skin to look like skin. So first thing it says is shake the bottle well. So we're just gonna
shaky, shaky, shaky. Get them bingo wings flapping.
Oh, need to go dampen this. This is why I don't like beauty blenders. 1 second guys. Okay, I'm back and we've got a damp beauty blender now. It's actually the Real Technique sponge, so it's the cheaper version basically. I'm gonna put 2 pumps. The media, I can see it's quite a watery foundation. I'm guessing that's why they want you to shake it up to mix the formula. So I'm just going to distribute that around my face. And then just start with patting motions just to blend that into the skin. And straight away I can see the coverage. I really like it. I think it's super smooth on my skin. Can you see? It's kind of just like melting into my skin. I think that does help with the beauty blender. Trying to get hold of this range was really difficult. So I wasn't lucky enough to get my hands on it when it first came out, but I was working in London. I was doing some makeup work right opposite Harvey Nichols, where obviously they sell it here in the UK, and every single day when it obviously had first come out, there was queues around the building, and every day I was like, oh, I'll grab some today, I'll grab some today. Every single day, queues around the corner. It was like raining and everything. I was like, girl, I'm not queuing up for that. So that's why I've waited a little bit longer. And even when I went literally like the other day, I still had to queue. I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. It was actually mega cringe bags. I'm just blending that down my neck. I like walked straight up to the counter because I didn't like think anything of it, and then the girl was like, oh hun, the queue's over there, and I was like, oh okay. So trundled back to where I just walked past the queue and plonked myself there. So yeah, as you can see, it's blended out beautifully. Don't ever touch my face, but I just want to tell you guys how it feels. So it feels very soft, very lightweight. I'd say the finish is almost like a powder. Like it feels like I've powdered my skin. That's so weird. I'm going to do a cream contour, something more dramatic that you would wear to an event, something a little bit more special, because it is going to be more of a dramatic look. Didn't get the stick for under the eyes, so I'm going to go in with my Maybelline, the Eraser Eye in the shade Light. This is one of my all-time favourite concealers. You just screw it up. It's got the little hair on it. Nice. It's got a little spongy applicator on the top, and we're going to create some triangles under the eyes, but this time we're going to create more of a dramatic highlighted area. So you're going to bring that further down past the nose and then all the way up. This concealer is really good if you do have drier under eyes because it's super hydrated. Hit up your chin and just going down the slim of the nose. I'm going to do my forehead. I want to create a reverse triangle to bring a lot of light to the center of my forehead. I'm just going to pop the color here as well and under there. So now we've got our highlighted areas. I'm going to use the Match Stick by Fenty, of course, and I'm going to use this to contour. So I picked this up in the shade Mocha, and I thought it was the absolute perfect undertone for my skin to create a really gorgeous contour. So just under my cheekbone and just above that, and as you can see, it's really good colour. And when you first apply it, you might think, oh, it looks a little bit dark, but it blends out really, really nice. It's kind of got that cool grey undertone, which is amazing for contouring and creating like shadows on the skin. I like to go quite heavy on my forehead and on my temples as well. Careful if you're wearing hoops, because I made the mistake. They're magnetic, and it pulled, as you can see, it pulled my earring out, and I was like, ah! So just hold your hoops if you've got them in. Because I don't have much of a defined jaw, I like to always go down and then bring that across. Helps to give me more of a defined jaw compared to this side. I also like to define my chin a little more, just to make my face look a little bit longer. And then I always do the tip. So obviously now you're looking fabulous. I like to blend out my concealer with a sponge. That concealer blends out really nice. It's got really good coverage, super creamy, and it just kind of like melts into my skin. I'm just going to gently blend out my nose contour. I'm going to take this angle brush, which is really good for blending your contour, because obviously you get a nice angle. This one is from Sleek. They have just recently come out with some brushes for the holidays. So what I'm going to do is start to flick the product upwards into my concealer, and then just do back and forward motions. You want to make sure that most of the product is sitting up above your contour line, and also just don't bring it in too far. I'm going to be working like backwards and upwards. I think the colour is absolutely perfect for my skin tone. Okay, so now you've got to this stage where everything's almost blended. Obviously there's just a few little areas where we need to really work into the skin. But what I'm going to do is take the sponge and a tiny bit of my foundation just on the tip. I'm going to like dot that wherever I feel like I want to blend a little bit more, because this is going to help to merge everything together. So I'm going to put a little dot there, here, maybe a little bit on my nose, like that. And then I'm just going to work that in and just literally go over everything, because that's going to help you get the most seamless blend that you can get with a cream contour. So unfortunately I did lose the footage for the next part of the tutorial, but from doing my previous Fenty routine, these are a few clips that I do have from that, so I'm just going to explain what I was doing. So I just set my highlighted areas with my Laura Mercier translucent powder, so that was under the eyes, the nose, the chin, and then I took this Pixi contouring palette and contoured my cheeks, my forehead, and also my nose, basically everywhere where I cream contoured with the stick. Right, so now back to the normal tutorial. So I just quickly finished off my eye makeup, but now carrying on with the skin, what I want to do is just clean up my contour just to make it extra snatched. So what we're going to do for that is take again our Laura Mercier powder and just tap some of the product into the lid. Then we're just going to take the sponge, just dab that in just so it's nicely covered, and then I'm just going to just drag it under your contour like so. And what that helps to do is almost act like as an eraser and just kind of clean that up just so it's super nice and sharp. Just repeat that on the other side. And if you're worrying about where you kind of need to place this, what I tend to do is aim for the corners of my mouth. So when I bring it down, can you see I'm kind of aiming for this mark right here. And then I also just like to do the center of my forehead and also take this down the sides of my nose just to clean up my nose contour as well. The reason why I'm not doing my under eyes is because they are, like I said before, they are super dry. So no, none of that powderness under my eyes. It don't look cute. I don't want to leave this pad on for too long because I don't want this to become too white. One of my favourite drugstore blushes is this blush palette from NYX Cosmetics, and it's got a really nice range of colours in. Love the formula of these. I think they blend really nice. This shade and this shade, I'm going to mix them together because I think it will go really nicely with my eye makeup today. And pop that round on your cheeks and then blend it up. So I like to do circular motions and then blend that backwards. But I am just gonna dust this away. So I just want to be nice and gentle with it and just dust that along the line. So I did pick up one of the Rihanna Fenty Beauty highlighters. I literally love her packaging and also the actual highlighter packaging. It's so sleek. But there is a few in the range, but I picked up this one. I thought this would be best for my skin tone. Let me just give you guys a little close-up. They both have kind of that champagne-y gold look to them. So I would have preferred to use my Sigma fan brush, but I literally can't find it anywhere. I am going to use the Morphe F510 brush, which is really nice for highlighting as well. It's just not quite my fan brush. So I am going to put a little bit, as I always do, a little bit of Fix Plus.
A few moments later.
Oh my god, guys, drop that. Where have you been hiding from me? Oh, I'm happy now. So I'm just going to spray my fan brush. Going to go in with the more golden shade. That looks amazing. And it literally glides on. So silky, so soft. It feels so nice, and obviously that glow is just intense. Honestly, I'm like barely tapping into the product, and obviously you can see the payoff is amazing. And then I'm just going to take the lighter of the two and I'm going to pop that, as you know, on the tip, down the bridge. But for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to take the more golden one in my inner corner. I might as well just give myself a little bit more. Always love when I find a new highlighter that I love. I'm like, okay, so now just to finish off the look, I'm gonna go for a vampy dark lip, just because this is kind of the makeup that I'd wear if I was going out. So this is the shade Avenue, and this is a color from Colourpop. It's the ultra matte lip. So I'm just going to pop that on. This is such a nice burgundy shade. So there you go, guys. Here is the completed look for you. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial and learned a bit more about cream contouring, and obviously got some more info on the Fenty Beauty. Let me know if any of you guys did pick up any of the products as well. I definitely think I'm going to go have another little look and see if there's any other goodies that I want to pick up. If you did like this video, obviously don't forget, you know what to do. Give it a big thumbs up. I really appreciate that, and obviously, of course, subscribe. So anyway, guys, see you on the next one. Bye.
It's a blush palette, and this is such a gorgeous. This is such a gorgeous. Really hope I didn't have any of that on my lashes. That'd be so embarrassing.